Hello soulmates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you the two ways of drafting a Queen Anne neckline using two different bustier methods. So if this is something that interests you, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get started. Welcome guys. So for the first method, we'll be drafting our bustier. So I'll be drafting the bustier and also the Queen Anne neckline. So now I'm going ahead to label my pattern. As you can see, the shoulder, the armhole, the bust, the under bust, and the half length. So the next thing to do is to draw our armhole. So by doing that, you measure your shoulder measurement divided by 2 at the shoulder area and also at the armhole area. After that, you divide the distance between your shoulder and your armhole into 2. Then you add 1 inch to the measurement. Then you just connect your armhole, just like the regular way of connecting the armhole. So after this, the next thing we'll be doing is to go down by 1/4 inch at the bust area. Just measure your 1/4 inch at the bust area, but this depends on how busty you are. If you are not busty at all, you can just do half. If you are very busty, you can do 1, but me, I'm doing 3/4. Then you measure your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 on the line. You measure it on the under bust, and you also measure the same measurement at the half length area. Then the next thing to do is to just connect this line up to the bust area. So after doing that, it's time to tighten our under bust. So I will take 1¼ inch at the other side, and at this smaller part I will take ½ inch. I hope you get, I've divided this line into 2. So at this smaller part area, I just took out ½ inch at the under bust and half length, and at this other side here, I took out 1 inch and quarter. So after you've done that, the next thing is to just use your curvy part of your French curve to just connect these points together like this. You connect this point together, and for this part I just use my straight ruler to just draw it. So the next thing now is to measure our upper bust, which is also the chest line. So from your shoulder, you measure your upper bust. So my upper bust is 6.5, so I'll be measuring 6.5, and at that point I will just rule a line. So your upper bust is usually like 1 inch or 1½ inch above the armhole, but you can just measure it. That's where the bust is starting from. That's your upper bust. So the next thing I will be doing is what I have here, I will just add 1 inch to it. Then I will just mark that point at this area. Your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 that we added. So you just add 1 inch to it. And another method I use is just to continue this line here. I just place my straight French curve there, and I'll just continue to roll that line upward. As you can see, it is very close to what we measured the other time, but I'll just be using this new one I just drew. So now you take out 1 inch at this line just to tighten the upper bust. Then you connect it to the bust line using the curvy part of your French curve. So when you're placing your French curve here, just make sure that the lower part too is also capturing it in one way or the other. It may not capture it full, but just know that just place it in such a way that it is capturing it and it is making like a curve. As you can see, mine is making a curve with the lower part. So now the next thing to do is to just take our measurement across this part. So we'll start with the bust. I'll measure my bust measurement divided by 4. Mine is 8.5, so I'll measure it here. And at the under bust too, I'll measure my under bust measurement divided by 4. I'll measure it there too, and whatever I took out at this area, I will just add it back. I'll do the same thing too for the half length. For the half length, I'll just measure my waist measurement divided by 4. Whatever I took out here too, I'll just add it back. So the next thing to do is just to connect all these points together. So after connecting this point together, this is what it looks like. So now I wanted to add my sewing allowance at this point, but I later erased it because I don't need it. So the next thing is to add what we took out from this part. So I'll just continue the line like this, and I will add it back at that area. So, and at this part, so whatever I took out, I will add it to back at this area. After the armhole, we just add it back. Then I'll be connecting it together again. So for this part here, I'll just use this curvy part of my French curve to just reconnect it back. because if you don't do that, it will affect your measurement. So you have to just add it back. So I'm using my marker to draw out this line so that it can be more visible for us to work with. So I did not add any seam allowance or any allowance to this pattern at all. It is when I am transferring it to my fabric, that is when I will add everything. So I'll be measuring 2 3/4 inches at this area. That will be my wideness of my neckline, and at this part I'll measure 1 inch, and then I will just slant it like this. This is my shoulder slope. So for the 2 3/4 inches, when I open it up, I have 5.5. I don't want my neckline to be too wide, that's why I'm using that small neckline. So for this part, depending on how wide you want it to be, so I'm using 8, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. That's why I measured 4 here. But looking at it, it's almost the same thing as this first pattern here, so I'll just be using the measurement of this one. It's not too much. Then I'll just connect from that point down there. Yes, like that. So that is how I'll connect it. Then for the sweetheart neckline, depending on how deep you want it, you can just use your armhole length, or you can just go below that, depending on how deep you want it to be. But I'm just using my armhole length. Then just connect it like this. On that small pattern too, that is where the sweetheart neckline will be, just like this. So let me use my marker to draw it out so that you can see the beauty of this Queen Anne neckline. Please, if you haven't liked this video at this point, please like this video so that it can help this video get to the right audience. So I'm just going ahead to cut out my pattern like this. All the unwanted part, I'm cutting it out, and this is what we have after we are done. So what I like to do again after drafting this pattern is to take out just a 1/4 inch at this part here. This will help this part to stay very well. As you can see, it's 1/4 inch towards the armhole, then I just slant it towards the edge like this. I hope you get what I'm trying to do here. If you don't understand any part of this video, feel free to drop a comment and I will reply you as soon as I get them. So this is the first method I use. So for this first method, as you can see, that's a yoke. This is when you are drafting a Queen Anne neckline that require a yoke. So let's move to the second method. So this is the second method, and let's draft the bustier. So the bustier we'll be drafting for this is a princess dart bustier. So if you're interested in learning that, you can just watch this part so that you can understand how it is done. So I went ahead to do my armhole. Then the next thing to do is to measure the 3/4 inches like we did for the first bustier, the 3/4 inches down the bust line. Then the next thing to do is to measure our nipple to nipple measurements divided by 2. You measure it on that new line, on the under bust line, and also on the half length line. Then you just connect the line. You connect the points using a straight line like this up to the bust area. So after doing that, it's time to do our under bust tightening. So you measure 1¼ inches, 1¼ inches at this bigger part, and at the smaller part you measure ½ inches. For this, it depends on how busty you are and how you want your under bust to be tightened. You can do 1 and you can do 1½ depending on how busty you are. Now it is time to connect this point together using the curvy part of our French curve. Yes, using the curvy part. Then you connect this part using a straight line just like this. The next thing to do is to connect our princess line towards the armhole area. So for this, depending on how you want it, you can just I just place my French curve like this, and I just look for a suitable point that is looking nice. That is what I do here. I just place the French curve like this, then I look for a suitable line around this area, then I just connect like this. Sometimes when I connect this at first, it's not always the perfect line. I can do this again like 2 or 3 times depending on how I want it, but looking at this, it's looking okay, so I'll just leave this like this. So the next thing to do is to take out our dart at this area. I always add darts to this part, so most time I just use 1 inch or 3/4 inch. So I'll be using 3/4 inch. Then I place the curvy part of my French curve just like this, then just to connect it and make sure it blends in. As you can see, it has blended in at this area. So this is what I have. So now let's take our bust measurement and other measurements. So your bust measurement divided by 4 as usual. Then at the under bust area, you divide it by 4 too. So whatever you took out here, just add it back. Yes, add it back so it won't affect your measurement. The same thing as the waist area, your waist measurement divided by 4. Whatever you took out, you add it back to. Then you connect the points together using a straight line towards the armhole area. So this is what I have. So for princess that, if you notice when you join without adding anything to this other part, it is always shorter. So let's add 1 inch, or let's say 3/4 inches at this area. So I first measure 1 inch, but I change it to 3/4 inches. It's safe to do 1 inch because if it is too much, you can just cut it away. So then the next thing is to blend it back to this armhole part. Yes, you blend it back just like this, and this is what we have. So let's use our marker to draw out every point here. After you're done, let's go ahead to draw a Queen Anne neckline. So we'll be measuring 2 3/4 inches at this part. That will be at the wideness of our Queen Anne neckline. Then we'll be taking 1 inch here just to make our shoulder slope. You connect it like this. That is your shoulder slope. So the next thing I'll be doing is to measure my chest line here, or how deep you want your neck or Queen Anne neckline to be. Well, usually I just measure my upper bust here. Then I'll just rule the line. Just rule a line across that part. Yes. So I'll just rule a line across that part, and depending on how wide I want it to be, so like I said, for the first pattern I use 4 and I'll be using 4 too here. So I'll just measure that 4 too on that part there. Then I'll connect it like this to the neckline. I'll connect it like this. Let me just use my marker so that it can be very visible. So this is what we have. Then the next thing to do is to just draw this part downward. You can make it straight. There are some Queen Anne neckline that are straight, but I want to add a sweetheart neckline to this. So I just measured, you can just measure 1 inch below that line. Yeah, below that line, or you can just go deeper depending on how deep you want your sweetheart neckline to be. So I just measured 1 inch at that part for me. Then I'll just cut it out, and this is what I have after cutting it out. As you can see, it looks really nice. So let's draft the back bodies. So this is the basic back bodies. Let me just go ahead and make my shoulder slope. So the same neckline you measure for the front, that is what you will measure here. Then you connect this line just to make your shoulder slope. Then the next thing I'll be doing is to measure my waist area. I'm not measuring my bust area this part because it is actually my bust area I measured there. Yeah, so I'll just measure my waist area here. Then I added 1 inch for the dart allowance, not sewing allowance. 1 inch for the dart allowance. Then I will just connect this using my marker. So this is what I have, and this is what this part looks like. So the next thing is just to measure our dart. So you measure your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 plus ½ inch. So mine is 7 divided by 2, 3.5 plus ½ inch, that's 4. So depending on how high you want your dart to be, I always go just 1 inch below the armhole line. So then I'll just rule a straight line like this. Then I'll take ½ inch to the left, connect like this, ½ inch to the right. Then I'll just connect to in this way. So this will serve as my dart. If you haven't liked this video, if you haven't dropped a comment, please just do that now. Thank you. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to prevent zip bulging. So for that, I'll just take out 3/4 inches at this part. Then I'll just connect it like this. You can actually do ½ inch if you want to, but I just take 1/4 inches. Then I'll add it back here, or you may not even add it back if it will not affect your measurements, but it will affect my measurements, so I'm adding it back here. What I took out there, I'm adding it back. So for this neckline, it should be the basic neckline for Queen Anne should be a small neckline like this. Like the depth should not be more than 1 inch. Like the depth should not be more than 1 inch, and the shoulder will be full. So it now depends on how you want to style the yoke part. The yoke part, it depends on how you want to style it, but the basic neckline should be this. So whatever you are doing should be within this part. So I'm just trying to draw just a simple yoke neckline, but for you to draw this yoke, you have to measure your yoke length. So I made mistake here by rolling this towards the armhole, but the actual way of doing is to measure your upper bust measurement, then you can add, let's say, half inch to it, or you can add 1 inch depending on how low you want it. As you can see, the first, the upper line, yeah, the upper bust is where the yoke should start. Except you want it to just get to the armhole, you can do that. So if you want to learn how to draft different yoke design for the back, I have a video on that. I'll just link it up here so that you can watch. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.